Your time.
Thank you.
Anne, please.
Kia ora, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is my personal submission. Firstly, the Citizens' War Memorial. I present 3 proposals for the Council's consideration regarding the Citizens' War Memorial, which now enjoys a prominent position in Cathedral Square, owned by the Council on Council land. However, its stonework is unprotected and vulnerable on its northern edge, with no barrier between it and vehicles on the adjacent roads. I'm unaware of any council plans for landscaping around the memorial. For the protection of the memorial's northern stone edge from potential damage, I propose the installation of either a protective railing or bollards. Secondly, I propose the installation of appropriate signage beside the memorial. Its purpose to inform visitors of the symbolism of each of the bronze figures, what each represents. For example, prominent at the front is the grieving mother representing sacrifice. Others, peace, justice, youth and valour. Something of the history of the memorial would also be displayed. Now for my third proposal. The memorial inscription reads in part, "In grateful remembrance of the sons and daughters of Canterbury who fell in the Great War 1914-1918. But who were they? Well, on Anzac Day 2018, each was named on their own individual cross, placed with a poppy in Cranmer Square. The sheer number of those crosses filled the grass of Cranmer Square. People flocked there for days to read the names or search for those of remembered family members. Yet how many are aware that the Citizens' War Memorial itself commemorates the sacrifices of those 4,000 or so men and women in World War I? That the memorial has meaning for their own family. My third proposal is for the installation of appropriate technology, such as a QR code or app, beside the memorial, which would enable the names to be read by descendants and for them to have a genuine connection with the significance of the memorial in the heart of Christchurch. In this way, their name liveth for evermore. Park of Remembrance. In April, our Mayor alerted us to the fact that this year is especially meaningful since it also marks 100 years since the Bridge of Remembrance was inaugurated on Armistice Day 1924. Adjacent to this bridge is the Council's Park of Remembrance, extending from the bridge to Hereford Street. The statue of Sergeant Nicholas, World War I VC winner, is located here. Therefore, in this bridge centenary year, I propose the location of 2 signs in this park, there are none at present, signifying the Park of Remembrance, one located on the riverbank side, facing the strip, the other located on the corner of Hereford Street and Cambridge Terrace, visible to passing traffic on Cambridge Terrace. Furthermore, I would support the listing of the Park of Remembrance in the District Plan's Schedule of Significant Historic Heritage, if not already listed. Fees and charges, Hagley Park. 5 car parks are located in Hagley Park. I support the proposed introduction of a parking charge for 4 of those car parks. However, I cannot support the introduction of a parking charge for the largest car park known as the Botanic Gardens car park, although located in North Hagley Park, entry via the Armour Street gates. This car park provides excellent pedestrian access not only within North Hagley Park, but also to the Botanic Gardens, in particular the children's playground and ice cream shop. The nearest bus stop for accessing the children's playground is located on Ralston Avenue and is a very long walk from there to the children's playground, especially on a hot day for those caring for young children and the elderly. Hagley Park is the People's Park, in 1855 declared to be reserved forever as a public park and shall be open for the recreation and enjoyment of the public. For those struggling with the needs of young children, also beneficiaries and the elderly, the Council's introduction of a parking charge for the Botanic Gardens car park could well prove a barrier, deterring entry to Hagley Park, with all its health benefits, both physical and mental. I understand that the Armour Street gates, known as the Mickle Gates, are opened each day at 6:30 a.m. I propose that those gates be opened at 9 a.m. each day. After all, the Botanic Gardens car park is provided for the purpose of recreation, not for those visiting or working in the city. Parks workers would be provided with a key for earlier entry. Now, quickly for the events for the daily fee. North Hagley Park is the premier large outdoor event venue in Christchurch, yet the council's stated fee, fixed at attendances of 10,000 plus, does not reflect the demand for hosting large commercial events, including attendances in excess of 30,000. And I leave it to the council to consider that situation. And transport, the design of the bus shelters, I'm just thinking of the bus shelter, fairly modern one on Fendleton Road, across from Mona Vale, but I cannot understand why, with the three sides, at the top of each side there is quite a gap open to the rain, so even the seat gets wet. And that's it.
Thank you, and some very good suggestions there. And looking by the nods of approval that you, as you were saying things, especially about the QR code for the War Memorial, that's something we should definitely look at. Thank you very much for your time.